So one of the biggest sagas on YouTube in 2024 was the Dogpack404 versus MrBeast saga. Dogpack404 claimed MrBeast was the most horrible person that has ever existed on the platform. It was almost exactly a year ago that this saga started. It was on July 24th, 2024, that Dogpack404, a brand new creator, put out a video titled, "I worked for MrBeast, he's a fraud." That video now has 15 million, almost 16 million views. There's actually 2 videos. He initially put out 3 videos covering the whole MrBeast is a fraud. He's a terrible person. He's hiring pedos. He's doing a bunch of terrible illegal activities and, illegal charity frauds and stuff like that. And he initially had 3 videos. One of them he removed because it came out that there was a bunch of information that other YouTubers were pointing out was fake in that video. So he took that video down. But 2 of the videos are still up on Dogpack's channel. The initial video, which I just said, and then the second video, "I worked for MrBeast, he's a sociopath." That video has 12 million views. And those 2 videos collectively, when they came out, caused basically the entire YouTube ecosystem to turn on MrBeast. And, everyone thought he was the most horrible person ever. I gotta be honest with you, I did enjoy some of the memes that people were putting out. They were quite funny. But basically everyone thought that MrBeast was, the Antichrist. He was the devil incarnate on YouTube. There were people covering the story daily. I forget the name of the channel. There was this one channel that would post multiple videos on the MrBeast saga every single day. He would get hundreds of thousands of views on this video. Anytime MrBeast farted or whatever, had to make a video about it. The guy probably made, enough money to buy a really nice house off of all the ad revenue covering that. But collectively, everyone hated MrBeast once the Dogpack videos came out. People were saying YouTube should deplatform MrBeast. MrBeast should be in jail. He should be investigated by the FBI, right? And that sentiment lasted for a few months, and eventually it started to shift. There was another creator by the name of Soggy Cereal. He put out a video, "The Truth About MrBeast and Dogpack404." That video has 1.4 million views. And it goes over how a lot of the information in the Dogpack videos is just straight up a lie or very manipulative in some cases. Now, MrBeast himself eventually went on the channel Oompaville. He did a 2.5 hour. Wow, that was a long interview. He did a 2.5 hour interview with Oompaville covering the whole Dogpack saga. And eventually he said in the video that he was thinking about suing Dogpack404 for his videos.
Are you going to sue Dogpack?
There's tons of examples of him intentionally manipulating things to not be true and posting it online. Tons and tons and tons of that. Soggy has basically an hour and 27-minute video, and an hour of it is just flat out proving manipulation and lies, and caused a lot of harm to my businesses. I mean, I've literally had people pull out millions of dollars and then tell me it was directly because of his video. And don't worry, I instantly was like, "Can you send that in writing? So, if I win a case or anything, I can directly point damages." No reason why. And so, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Like, I don't want to be put in this situation, but probably gonna have to. I mean, it's just, I mean, what do you do if someone's just spreading misinformation about you and, just causing harm to your business and like getting it to the point where you might have to potentially fire people because it's costing so much revenue? It's like, it's not fair to the people in my companies. You know what I mean? It's just sad, it's not a thing I take joy in, but
right. Yeah. So, okay. So yes.
They're not done drafting it up, but once they're done, more than likely, yeah.
Okay.
Now, after the Soggy Cereal video, as well as the 2.5 hour interview with Oompaville, it seems like sentiment kind of changed. People realized a lot of what Dogpack was saying was false. I don't know if all of it was false, but a lot of what he was saying was either just straight up a lie or twisted in a way to be very manipulative. And it seemed like, based on what MrBeast said in that video, he was probably going to sue Dogpack404 for that. Now, since then, the sentiment has all died down. Obviously, there's still a lot of people who really don't like MrBeast. He's been in other scandals. I think just a month ago, he did that whole AI thumbnail he was going to release. People just tore him to shreds for that. So obviously, there's been a lot more scandals he's been involved in. But the absolute like vitriol hatred for MrBeast that existed in mid 2024 has kind of died down since then. Now, I wanted to know what actually happened in that whole scenario. That was back in November 22nd. If you want to know, that's actually my birthday. November 22nd, 2024 was when the Oompaville MrBeast response video came out, saying that he would probably sue Dogpack. And since then, we haven't heard anything else. Dogpack has completely disappeared off the internet. Initially, before this video came out, MrBeast was sending him cease and desist, and he would post funny memes on Twitter and on posts on YouTube talking about, hey, double it and send it to the next guy. He thought it was a big joke. But once the Oompaville video came out, Dogpack was completely silent. We haven't heard anything about him since then, and we also haven't heard anything about potentially the lawsuit going forward. And I wanted to know, what's actually happening here? Is MrBeast going to sue Dogpack? Who really knows, right? But some interesting information that I found out straight from the source, from MrBeast himself. I actually posted on Twitter. Now, to point out, I don't have a very large following on Twitter. I think I have like a little over 1,000 followers. And on May 27th, I posted a tweet that said, on November 22nd, 2024, MrBeast claimed he would most likely sue Dogpack404 for his negative videos about him. 6 months later, and there doesn't appear to be any lawsuit against Dogpack by MrBeast. Seems like Jimmy just wanted to change the narrative, never felt the lawsuit was a real threat, and just a PR move that 3+ million people saw. I think ultimately that was just trying to change the narrative, and it really did change the narrative. Because a lot of people, everyone was hating on MrBeast before that, and then after that, that kind of died down. And, like I said, a lot of people still dislike him, but it seemed like once he started to fight back, it became apparent. If you don't fight back, if you don't say anything, people just kind of tend to think that maybe you are guilty. But once it became clear he's fighting back, I might sue this guy, he's lying about me, then people were like, oh, maybe what Dogpack is saying is not actually true. Now, what's really interesting about that tweet, again, very small following on Twitter. I don't have a large following at all there. MrBeast, the actual official MrBeast channel on Twitter. I don't know if it was Jimmy himself or just someone responding through his account. But they DM'd me within an hour of me posting that tweet. And I'll show you what it says. It says, we are ready to sue. Took a while to build the case. I just didn't want to bring back old drama. If they spread a lie about me again, I'm suing for all the defamation and damage they have caused. And yes, I checked, I verified, that is the real MrBeast account. So the real MrBeast, I don't know if it was Jimmy himself, but someone on the account responded and said that they haven't sued him yet. But if he does say anything going forward, they will sue him, right? I don't know if that's true or not. You can make up your own opinion about that. And ultimately, in my opinion, just my opinion, MrBeast suing Dogpack isn't going to accomplish that much because the drama has already died down from this. And ultimately, Dogpack, I don't think he has any money. So MrBeast is not going to get anything financially from suing him. It's just going to cost him more money. All the lawyers he's going to have to pay, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in the end, he'll be vindicated in the court system if he wins, but he's not going to get any money from it. So, I understand why the lawsuit didn't actually go forward. Now, there's another creator, WestJet, a large creator, 662,000 subscribers. He reached out to Dogpack404 about 6 months ago, and he said, when are you going to drop part 3? Because initially there was going to be a different part 3 that Dogpack said he was going to drop, and he never dropped it. And then Dogpack responded, I got to not get sued. There is no lawsuit at this point. I didn't think there would be. But it seems like if Dogpack continues to slander Jimmy's name, then the lawsuit will go forward. But let me know in the comments below what you think. I am really interested because it was really interesting because I make YouTube videos, but I also watch a lot of YouTube videos. And it was really interesting in, late summer 2024, how literally everyone hated MrBeast guts. There were memes, there were, 3-hour docuseries covering the drama of other people, covering the Dogpack videos. It was a really weird situation, and it seems like people just wanted to jump on and make a bunch of money off of this. So I don't really know, what people think of the whole situation at this point. Obviously, there's other things that you can hate on MrBeast for. He's been in quite a few scandals since then. I really wouldn't partner with. He did the Lunchley thing with Logan Paul. It was not something I would get involved in. But let me know what you think about the whole situation with Dogpack404 and MrBeast. If Dogpack was like, he seriously stood behind everything he said in those videos, and he believed everything he said was true, then I would think that he should try and continue to get the word out if he believes that MrBeast really is a terrible person and everything he said is true. So it makes Dogpack404 look really bad that he just completely backed off after MrBeast was like, I'm going to sue you because you're lying. And he's like, all right, I'll never speak about this again. Because we have not heard anything from Dogpack404 since then. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole situation.